World War I was war on a scale never known or imagined before. Between 1914 and 1918, some 65 million men took up arms. 10 million died in battle. 20 million were irretrievably wounded in their minds or their bodies. In this war, the millions who died were statistics to be recorded by future historians. World War I was truly a world war, fought from the shores of America to the shores of Asia. It was a clash of great empires which destroyed the old and ushered in the new. Dynasties were shattered, a royal family murdered and replaced by revolutionary terror. It was a war that changed the nature of war itself. A dreaded new expression appeared, going over the top. This brutal war destroyed the very land itself.
Not a tree stands, not a square foot of surface has escaped mutilation. There is nothing but the mud and the gaping shell holes. And in the bottom of many, the bodies of the dead.
There were fearful weapons, massive mines, artillery barrages unlike anything seen before.
I marvel myself sometimes how human nerves can stand the strain of our existence. Day after day, night after night, hour after hour, a heavy shell falling every few minutes within a few yards of you, half stunning you with the crash of the explosion.
It was not just the Western Front. To the east, Russian soldiers, killed in their millions, were the first to question the point of it all.
What are we doing in this war? Several hundred men have already passed through my platoon alone, and at least one half of them have ended up on the fields of battle, either killed or wounded. What will they get at the end of the war?
The discontent would fuel the conditions for a revolution that shook the world.
This is no longer a capital, it is a cesspit. No one works, the streets are filthy. There are piles of stinking rubbish in the courtyard. It hurts me to say how bad things have become.
There was a new theater of war, the air. It was every bit as murderous as the trenches below.
People were being killed every day. My best friend was there one evening, and he wasn't there the next day at lunch. You were alone. You fought alone and died alone.
There was dazzling technological innovation. Planes which took off from a platform on a ship's guns. The aircraft carrier came into being.
The first thing we had to do was to learn to fly on and off the foredeck. I remember the captain said, "You may as well take a revolver and blow your brains out."
There were huge battleships, but curiously only one full-scale clash of fleets. Instead, a stealthy new weapon, the submarine, or U-boat as the Germans called it, was used for the first time on a large scale, bringing horrifying destruction. Above all, it was the cost in human life that remains so staggering. And it's the names of the battlefields that have stuck in the memory. Ypres, Verdun, the Somme, Passchendaele. Those who fought in these places witnessed suffering like no other before. By the end, human beings had undergone the most devastating experience in history, and within it, one individual decision could change a life. How did it ever come to this? A global war of millions, and yet its beginnings seemed just a pinprick.